Three legends, one question. Which Japanese sedan is actually the most reliable? The answer might shock you. Today's comparison isn't random. These are the last generations with the most reliable technology. Port injection engines, traditional automatic transmissions, and zero turbos. After these models, everything changed. Let's find out which one reigns supreme.
Before we start, some might ask about Nissan. Well, Nissan decided 2007 was the perfect year to install CVT transmissions that fail more often than New Year's resolutions, so they're not invited to this reliability party.
First up, the Toyota Camry XV50, specifically the 2010-2011 models with the 2AR FE engine. Why not 2007-2009? Those had the 2AZ FE with oil consumption issues. The 2AR FE fixed everything and became one of Toyota's most bulletproof engines. This engine is so simple it's almost boring. Chain-driven timing? Check. Port injection with no carbon buildup? Check. Will it start in 2045? Absolutely. The 6-speed automatic is equally reliable. Ace and built, proven technology. The Honda Accord 8th generation with the legendary K24Z3 engine. But here's the key, only 2011-2012 models. Early 2008 to 2010 models had VTC actuator problems and oil consumption issues. By 2011, Honda fixed everything. This is peak K24 engineering. It revs smoothly to 7,000 RPM, IV-Tech provides excellent mid-range power and reliability is top tier. The 5-speed automatic isn't as advanced as Toyota's 6-speed, but it's proven and durable. The underdog, Mazda6 GH. This is the last generation before Mazda's Skyactiv revolution. The MZR 2.5L engine is simple, reliable, and proven. It's been around since the mid-2000s with minimal issues. But there are two issues to watch for. First, the infamous melting dashboard. Early models had dashboards that would literally melt in hot climates. Mazda extended the warranty to 10 years, so check if yours was replaced. Second, rust. Mazda used less rust protection than Toyota or Honda, so inspect the undercarriage carefully, especially in salt belt states. Let's talk real reliability data. Numbers from Consumer Reports, J.D. Power, and thousands of owner experiences. Looking at the reliability scores across 5 key categories, a clear pattern emerges. The Camry leads with perfect 5-star ratings for engine and transmission, the two most expensive components to fix. The Accord is right behind with 4.5 stars overall. Still excellent, just slightly more issues over time. The Mazda6 scores 4 stars overall. Solid powertrain, but more minor electrical and interior issues bring the average down slightly. The Camry has minimal issues. The most common problems? A water pump around 100 to 150,000 miles, that's $300 to $500. Front struts wear out, $400 to $600. Some dashboard rattles, which are annoying but harmless. And door lock actuators might fail, $200 to $400. But here's the thing, the engine? Bulletproof. The transmission will literally outlive the car. Electrical system? Rock solid. The biggest problem with a Camry? You'll die of boredom before it dies mechanically.
The Accord is nearly as reliable, but has a few more quirks. You might hear a VTC actuator rattle on cold starts. That's $400 to $600 to fix. Motor mounts wear faster than Toyota's, $300 to $600. After 150,000 miles, you might see slight oil consumption. The starter can fail, $400 to $700, and power steering pumps sometimes leak, $300 to $500. But don't let that scare you. The legendary K24 engine, still incredibly reliable. The transmission, very solid. Overall, this is still a highly dependable car. It's just got slightly more personality than the Camry. Think of it as 90% of Toyota's reliability, but with actual driving enjoyment. The Mazda has more issues, but the powertrain remains solid.
Dashboard melting is a real problem. Check if yours qualifies for warranty replacement. Rust in salt belt states? Critical to inspect before buying. Rear shocks wear out, $300 to $500. Power steering pump leaks, $400 to $800. Interior trim rattles everywhere. And HVAC blend door issues can cost you $500 to $800. But here's the good news. The MZR engine, very reliable. The transmission, proven durability, and a suspension, actually the best handling in the segment. The Mazda has the most character. The powertrain is solid, but these minor issues add up over time. However, parts are cheaper than Honda, so maintenance won't break the bank. Reliability means nothing if maintenance costs drain your wallet. Here's the real cost over 100,000 miles. Let's break down the real maintenance costs over 100,000 miles for the Camry. Standard stuff: 10 oil changes, brake pads and rotors, 2 sets of tires. The timing chain just needs inspection, not replacement, because it's a chain, not a belt. Coolant flush, transmission fluid, spark plugs, air filters. The bigger items? Shocks and struts around $600. Water pump maybe $400. Add it all up, total cost $3,430. That's it, for 100,000 miles of ownership. The Camry wins on cost. Parts are everywhere, labor is cheap, and every single mechanic in America knows this car blindfolded. Now for the Accord. Similar maintenance schedule, but parts cost a bit more. Oil changes, brakes, tires, all slightly pricier than Toyota. The timing chain needs service at $180. Standard fluids, spark plugs, filters. Here's where Honda differs. Motor mounts wear faster, $500. And you might need a VTC actuator, $300. Might need a starter replacement, $500. Not guaranteed, but common enough to budget for. Total cost $3950. That's $520 more than the Camry over 100,000 miles. Still very reasonable. Honda parts are quality, just cost a bit more. And you're paying for that extra driving enjoyment. And finally, the Mazda 6. The maintenance costs fall right in the middle. Standard items like oil, brakes, tires, same as the Camry. Fluids, spark plugs, filters, all reasonable. But here's what's unique to Mazda. The rear shocks wear a bit faster, $450. Power steering pump might leak, $600. The infamous melting dashboard, $0 if it was replaced under Mazda's extended warranty, which it should have been. And here's the big one, rust prevention, $300. This is essential if you live in the snow belt. Mazda didn't use as much rust protection as Toyota or Honda. Total, $3,780. That's $350 more than the Camry. Mazda falls in the middle, cheaper than Honda, more expensive than Toyota. But if you find a rust-free example, it's great value. So let's rank them by total maintenance cost over 100,000 miles. In first place, Toyota Camry at $3,430, the clear winner for lowest cost of ownership. Second place, Mazda 6 at $3,780, $350 more than the Camry, but still very affordable. In third place, Honda Accord at $3,950, $520 more than the Camry. But here's the perspective. We're talking about a difference of just $500 over 6 to 8 years of ownership. That's less than $10 a month. All three are incredibly cheap to maintain. The difference? Just $500 over 6 years. All three are incredibly affordable.
So which one wins? The truth is, there's no single winner. Each excels in different areas. Let me break it down. Toyota Camry, the reliability champion. If maximum reliability and minimum maintenance costs are your priority, the Camry wins decisively. This thing is a tank. It's the safest bet for rideshare drivers running hundreds of miles per day. For anyone with a long daily commute who just needs their car to start every morning without drama. For first-time buyers who don't want to learn about cars the hard way. It's peace of mind over excitement. Lowest total cost of ownership, the most boring car that will never, ever let you down. Honda Accord, the balanced choice. Want 90% of Camry's reliability, but with actual driving enjoyment? The Accord is your sweet spot.
It's reliable enough for daily use, but engaging enough to actually enjoy. The K24 engine still loves to rev. The steering has feedback. You'll actually look forward to your commute. This is for driving enthusiasts on a budget. Former sports car owners who grew up but still remember what fun feels like. Anyone who wants an appliance that doesn't feel like an appliance. Yes, it costs $500 more to maintain over 100K miles, but you're paying for that smile every time you hit the on-ramp. Mazda6, the dark horse. The Mazda6 is criminally underrated. Best driving dynamics by far, cheapest price. And if you find a rust-free example with the dashboard replaced, it's absolutely solid. This is for driving enthusiasts who actually care about steering feel and chassis balance. For budget-conscious buyers who want maximum value. For anyone in warm climates where rust isn't an issue. But avoid it if you live in the salt belt and can't verify proper rust prevention. And make sure that dashboard was replaced under warranty. But wait, there's one more option I need to tell you about. The Toyota Camry XV50 from 2012 to 2017. This is the next generation Camry. And here's the beautiful part. It uses the exact same bulletproof 2AR FE engine as the XV40, the same legendary motor that never dies, but everything else around it got significantly better. So what's improved? The interior design is way more modern, no more 2006 vibes. You get actual technology, backup camera standard, Bluetooth connectivity, better infotainment. The cabin is noticeably quieter on the highway. The handling is improved too. Toyota actually gave it better suspension tuning. It's still not a sports car, but it's less boat-like than the XV40. And most importantly, it's still incredibly reliable. Same engine, same transmission, same Toyota build quality. The price? Between $14,000 and $22,000. That's about $2,000 to $4,000 more than the XV40. Is it worth the extra money? Absolutely. You get the same legendary reliability, but in a package that feels 10 years newer. It's more comfortable, quieter, better equipped, and honestly just nicer to live with every day. If your budget can stretch that extra $2,000 to $4,000, the XV50 is the best overall choice. It's the perfect sweet spot. Proven reliability meets modern comfort. The best of both worlds. You really can't go wrong with any of these three. All have MPI engines, traditional automatics, and proven reliability. These are the last of the simple, bulletproof Japanese sedans. After these generations, everything changed. Direct injection, CVTs, turbochargers, more power, more efficiency, but more complexity. If you want a dependable used car that you can drive into the ground, these are the last of the greats. Choose based on what matters most to you. Ultimate reliability, driving fun, or pure value. So which Japanese sedan wins? It depends on what you value most. Drop a comment, Team Toyota, Team Honda, or Team Mazda. If this helped you decide, hit that like button and subscribe for more car comparisons. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.